Good afternoon, everybody. We are back to World of Warcraft. Yeah, oh. Oh no. What did they do? I didn't notice this. I jumped. Okay. I jumped in to pick up stuff and... Oh my god, they're kidding me. They restarted the graphics for goblins and I think it's just for them. I installed this I updated this morning the game. Let's hide that. I mean, we never had a great hair, but that was a point. So, I got that item for changing looks. I put it in bank. We might do it in the end of the stream. I didn't notice this. Oh, I didn't notice. I went all the way to Undercity to pick it up and place it in a bank and... Oh my god, we are deep. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have a different haircut for at least today. Music is back. Okay, we have to go there. We have all the way back there to do this. We can do 10-minute quests once we get to this.
The Sentinels and the Long
Okay.
Vigil. Order among the woods.
So
With the departure
I read
of
it
War's cousin,
how it's done
Night
because
Elves turned their attention
you
back
hover
to
item,
seeking
you get
their
the
homeland. The Druids,
info.
sensing that their time of
You have to
hibernation
create
was
a
drawing
character
near, prepared to sleep,
and create
leaving
screen,
loved ones and families
and then you
behind.
do command like dot copy or something like that. I don't know exactly. Type the name of the character, and then you kind of get the. I guess it uses the item and you get that look. I may do that on end of the stream or something. We'll see. Maybe before the next stream.
And swore that they would never be apart
I didn't
so long as they held true to
play
their
with
bond.
looks, so
Left
I don't know.
alone
Is it
to
smart to
protect
play it
Kalimdor
right
from
now
the
or
dangers
to do
of
it
the new world?
in
Tiana
between and
raised
then
a
have
powerful
something
fighting
chosen?
force from amongst her
At least
knights.
idea.
Fearless,
We'll think
highly
about it.
trained warrior women who pledged themselves to Kalimdor's defense became known as the Sentinels. Though they preferred to patrol the shadowy forest of Ashenvale on their own,
What?
they had many allies upon which they could call in times of urgency. The demigod Cenarius remained nearby in the moonglades of Mount Hyjal. His sons, known as the Keepers of the Grove, kept close watch on the Night Elves and regularly helped the Sentinels maintain peace in the land. Even Cenarius' shy daughters, the Dryads, appeared in the open with increasing frequency. The task of policing Ashenvale kept Tirande busy, but without Malfurion by her side, she knew little joy. As the long centuries passed while the Druids
This is
slept,
new.
her fears of a second demonic invasion grew. She could not shake the unnerving feeling that the Burning Legion might still be out there, beyond the great dark of the sky, plotting its revenge upon the Night Elves and the world of Azeroth.
Hey Azeroth, hold on to your helms because it's that time again. Everlook
They added something new.
Go is
I don't
about to
remember
drop
hearing
the
that
hottest
before.
deals and products of the week. If you got something to sell,
I was trying
why
to
aren't you
avoid
on the
this
list?
guy, but
And now, roll
Vibe.
the adverts.
come on, 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 come on. Okay, Web is lasting too long.
Ice to icy refreshments. Like you never sip. Remember, if your tongue sticks to it, you're doing it right. And we got the nose tools of preparation. Grab the Goblet Beauty for Survival Kit. Includes a Dextro, a not the face sign, and a mirror to distract with your dazzling
Ooh.
looks. Because sometimes it's just not your day.
Damn, there is a lot of good loot straight away. I mean that's a nice plate actually. Send it to Warrior. We are kind of there. Damn, that's a luck, I guess. So we need to plug upon a time. So what do we need to do there? I think I release something. I don't kill anything. So. No, killing is not an optional. So yeah, they added this now. There is probably more. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to craft that. Nice. Good loot. Okay, it's a little bit too many, but since we are doing as a warlock, it's fine. Oh, I thought I made a mistake there. Because I attacked before this one got aggro. Switch there. But yeah, today is mostly gonna be just having fun with quests. Switch to that.
That spell is still charging.
Yeah, just clearing stuff out in Plague Lands. One by the time. Well, okay. Just first loot this, just in case. It's green. Oh, you complete Kust by clicking on that. I didn't notice that. Wait, we need to go here? Oh. I'm kinda confused about this. Okay. All the quest is on. I didn't know. That's interesting. There is a really good chance I wouldn't click on that. If we need to do that eventually. I need to remember one stream just started there. Do those. Wish I had hunter ability to see the rare ones. We can go climb for the rare ones. We saw one or two, right? Tell me exactly where. I think it's there and maybe there.
The Guardians of Tirisfal, Legacy of Sorcery, read to you by Rograd.
So we could try that. Ooh. I don't know why I'm always excited about that, since I'm not even...
of Quel'Thalas bent their efforts towards rebuilding their glorious homeland.
Okay, there and then see what we're gonna get in.
Armies of Erethdor returned home.
Damn it, I didn't click fast enough.
The human society of Erethdor grew and prospered, yet Thoradin, fearful that his kingdom would splinter apart if it overextended itself, maintained that Strom was the center of the Erethdorian Empire. After many peaceful years of growth and commerce, mighty Thoradin departed on one final quest, never to return, leaving Erethdor's younger generation free to expand the empire beyond the lands of Strom. The original 100 Magi, who were tutored in the ways of magic by the elves, expanded their powers and studied the mystic disciplines of spellweaving in much greater detail. These Magi, initially chosen for their strong wills and noble spirits, had always practiced their magic with care and responsibility. However, they passed their secrets and powers onto a newer generation that had no concept of the rigors of war or the necessity for self-restraint. These younger magicians began to practice magic for personal gain rather than out of any responsibility towards their fellows. As the empire grew and expanded into new lands, the young magicians also spread out into the Southlands. Wielding their mystical powers, the magicians protected their brethren from the wild creatures of the land and made it possible for new city-states to be constructed in the wilderness. Yet, as their powers grew, the magicians became ever more conceited and isolated from the rest of society. The second Erethdorian city-state of Dalaran was founded in the lands north of Strom. Many fledgling wizards left the restraining confines of Strom behind and traveled to Dalaran, where they hoped to use their new powers with greater freedom. These magicians
Cool.
used their skills to build up enchanted spires of Dalaran and reveled in the pursuit of their studies. The citizens of Dalaran tolerated the magicians' endeavors and built up a bustling economy under the protection of their magic-using defenders. Yet, as more and more magicians practiced their arts, the fabric of reality around Dalaran began to weaken and tear. The sinister agents of the Burning Legion, who had been banished when the Well of Eternity collapsed, were lured back into the world by the heedless spellcasting of the magicians of Dalaran. Though these relatively weak demons did not appear in force, they did sow considerable confusion and chaos within the streets of Dalaran. Most of these demonic encounters were isolated events, and the ruling magicrats did what they could to keep such events hidden from the public. The most powerful magicians were sent to capture the elusive demons, but they often found themselves hopelessly outmatched by the lone agents of the mighty Legion. After a few months, the superstitious peasantry began to suspect that their sorceress rulers were hiding something terrible from them. Rumors of revolution began to sweep through the streets of Dalaran as the paranoid citizenry questioned the motives and practice of the magicians they had once admired. The magicrats, fearing that the peasants would revolt and that Strom would take actions against them, turned to the only group they felt would understand their particular problem, the elves. Upon hearing the magicrats' news of demonic activity in Dalaran, the elves quickly dispatched their mightiest wizards to the human lands. The elven wizards studied the energy currents in Dalaran and made detailed reports of all demonic activity that they beheld. They concluded that although there were few demons loose in the world, the Legion itself would remain a dire threat so long as humans continued to wield the forces of magic. The Council of Silvermoon, which ruled over the elves of Quel'Thalas, entered into a secret pact with the magicrat lords of Dalaran. The elves told the magicrats about the history of ancient Kalimdor and of the Burning Legion, a history which still threatened the world. They informed the humans that so long as they used magic, they would need to protect their citizenry from the malicious agents of the Legion. The magicrats proposed the notion of empowering a single mortal champion who would utilize their powers in order to fight a never-ending secret war against the Legion. It was stressed that the majority of mankind would never know about the Guardians or the threat of the Legion for fear that they would riot in fear and paranoia. The elves agreed to the proposal and founded a secret society that would watch over the selection of the Guardian and help to stem the rise of chaos in the world. The society held its secret meetings in the shadowed Tirisfal Glades, where the High Elves had first settled in Lordaeron. Thus, they named the secret sect the Guardians of Tirisfal. The mortal champions who were chosen to be guardians were imbued with incredible powers
Popo.
of both elven and
Sorry, I'm
human
listening
magic.
to the lore.
Though there would only ever be one guardian at a time, they held such vast power that they could single-handedly fight back the Legion's agents wherever they were found in the world. The Guardian power was so great that only the Council of Tirisfal was allowed to choose potential successors to the mantle of guardianship. Whenever a Guardian grew too old, or wearied of the secret war against chaos, the Council chose a new champion and, under controlled conditions, formally channeled the Guardian power into its new agent. As the generations passed, Guardians defended the masses of humanity from the invisible threat of the Burning Legion throughout the lands of Arathor and Quel'Thalas. Arathor grew and prospered while the use of magic spread throughout the Empire. Meanwhile, the Guardians kept careful watch for signs of demonic activity.
Damn. Yeah, what happened, Pablo? Yeah, I'm listening to the lore. It's been years in this game. I never cared much about lore. I always liked it, but like as a side thing, like here and there you can hear something. This is really cool. For the first time I may learn some lore.
Talk about glowing reviews.
But yeah, sorry about that, Papa. What happened? You're probably writing. My crazy those three look weird. I remember this. It's like portal homes. You go through something else. But yeah, as I was saying, interesting dollar and history. We'll see, maybe today we're gonna get bunch. Maybe they're doing that more now. Maybe that's why last time it didn't work. They decided to make some changes. Stopping here, taking quests, doing this, and then figuring it out. Yeah, that was very nice floor dump. Oh, there is a message. There was normal, but it got a call and I couldn't. I go night 18. So you move the train on the first train. The guy jumped 2 meters in front of me and managed to stop. Wait, what? Jump in front of the train? Damn, again. Little talk and plus the heart attack that it happened again. Damn. Yeah, I get it, yeah. Hit the train, yeah. Another, almost hit another one. Seems to be happening more and more, buddy. Or like people trying to kill themselves that way. There. It's terrible.
What is it?
I don't know, is it actually timed? Good question. Maybe daylight, so doing stuff here. But yeah, Papa, that's yeah, I don't know what to say about it. On a Christmas, yeah, Christmas. Oh yeah. After that message, but still, Merry Christmas, everybody. We are not really celebrating it here, but it's just difference in dates more than anything else, I would say. Not tower. Yeah, it's crazy why somebody would do that. Yeah, I agree. Way to deal with that problem, yeah. Last week there was 50 accidents? That's crazy. When I said it happened more and more, it's just like what you mentioned here, but
Get ready to jump into amazing legends and mind-blowing mysteries of our world.
You mentioned legends, so we're gonna
The
get another
first
one.
Greymane.
Let's
From
listen.
the 7 nations that were originally part of the Empire of Erethdor, Gilneas stands out as the one that had to fight the hardest for its
I
independence.
may lower the sound of the
While
game to listen
Lordaeron was
this.
able to secure its freedom through the influence of its nobles, the people of
Sorry, I hit the
Gilneas
mic.
had to make great sacrifices to gain their liberty. Although the exact dates of these events have been lost to the sands of time, it is a source of great pride for Gilneas to know that it gained its freedom before other notable nations like Alterac or Kulturas.
Settled down by end of the year.
The
Yeah, I
people of
hope.
Gilneas were among the
I
first
hope
to
to.
break
Big
free
lag
from
there.
the yoke of
Big spike.
Erethdorian nobility and enjoy the full benefits
so just kill
of
anything.
self-rule. According
We
to
do
legend,
this just
the
for
Greymane
the
dynasty that ruled Gilneas
while.
was founded by Garelon, a minor noble who owned an insignificant plot of land in the southern part of the country. Over time, Garelon's influence grew and he became known as a skilled fighter, a wise
So this is
judge, and
me
an
playing
honorable
his
opponent.
quieter.
His exploits became legend even in his own time. However, he grew increasingly resentful of the corrupt Erethdorian nobles who sought to exploit and oppress his homeland. Eventually, Garelon gathered other like-minded lords from Gilneas to form a rebellion against the decadent Erethdorian king,
This is really
Thordan
cool.
III and his followers. Many lords were hesitant to join the rebellion, but Garelon was able to persuade them and eventually declared himself the King of Gilneas. This was an affront that could not be tolerated by Erethdor, which sent its legions to pacify Gilneas. Numerous battles were fought on the peninsula, but despite the bravery and courage of Gilneas' men, the odds seemed stacked against them. Erethdor had a numerical advantage and was able to overwhelm the Gilnean armies. The Battle of Ravenswood was lost, and the Gilnean soldiers were scattered, seemingly without hope. But the young Gilnean king was not deterred. He rebuilt his strength and rallied the morale of his men. The final battle was fought on the hills of Stillward. Greymane assumed a defensive position on the hilltop, with cavalry hiding in the nearby forest. The Erethdorian forces were over 4 times larger and better equipped, and they rushed Garelon's positions without considering their own men. The Gilnean forces fought valiantly, killing thousands of Erethdorians, but it was not enough. The enemy flowed onto the hills and threatened to surround Greymane's army. Thankfully, the cavalry in the woods emerged from hiding to turn the tide of the battle. They galloped out of the forest, charging straight into the Erethdorian lines. Caught off guard, the Erethdorian formations were shattered. Although they attempted to retreat, the Gilneans gave them no quarter and sought revenge for their previous losses. Thousands of Erethdorians were killed, including their king, Thordan III, who pleaded for mercy but received none. In the end, Gilneas emerged victorious, and the new young king of Erethdor soon came to sue for peace. Gilneas was granted its independence and joined Dalaran as one of the independent human nations. King Garelon proclaimed the emancipation of his Gilnean homeland, giving rise to the glorious Greymane dynasty. As the nascent kingdom of Gilneas began to thrive, it faced yet another challenge. The Magocrats of Dalaran, who saw land ripe for exploitation, attacked Gilneas without warning or declaration of war, in a clear display of their treachery. The wizards of Dalaran, believing they could easily win the war with their magical abilities, underestimated the strength of the Gilnean army. The first Battle of Ebenmere was a complete massacre of the Dalaranian soldiers, and their mages hanged on trees from the city of Gilneas to the kingdom's border as a reminder to never again encroach on Gilnean soil. Despite the victory over Dalaran, the young king of Gilneas was not able to rest for long. Various nobles of the land were not always loyal
Searching
to
for
the
something.
king, and some rebelled against his rule. However, King Garelon's power was too great, and he managed to subdue them all with the help of his favored general.
Hey, Azeroth, hold on to your helms because it's that
Yeah,
time
sorry.
again.
I'm listening to these. I find them very interesting. My day was good. Just Mondays, like nothing crazy. But yeah.
Now why walk through the world smelling like
I'm just intrigued by the whole
divine? Drench yourself in
Feeling thirsty, we can hydrate.
yeah, cheers. With the whole lore splurges here, whatever you lore dumps. Find it cool.
Your furry friends can be just as undead as you are.
Need a combo combat buddy, look no further and rent a pet for PvP from Zappy. Previous owner, don't ask,
Just
don't
need one
tell.
more.
Rent for an hour, get a free flea collar.
But yeah, nothing much happened. I'm trying to think anything special happened today, but not much. Just work. Mondays, you know, nobody's super excited about it. That's it? Oh, that was fast. So I need here specific ones. I don't think it's worth killing them here. I thought it's gonna be more of them, but... No, I'm assuming we're gonna get the quest to continue. There's also these two big buildings to visit. There is a chance there is something inside. I doubt it. Sometimes if you go too close to the wall... this time it's not gonna show me. Okay. Let's just go back, deliver the quest. Oh, spawn. But yeah, nothing much, really nothing much, just worked. Yesterday was a good day. Yesterday we did quite a lot. Like we advanced nicely in the farm sim. Sorry, my brain. I'm trying to completely. No, just a second. There's like background noise in this music or something. Thought there was something else. But yeah, we worked a lot yesterday in all the fields and stuff. I don't think I bought yesterday anything new. Yeah, yesterday was more earning money than spending it. We spent on day before. But yeah, overall, nice progression. Slowly, it's gonna take time, but we are okay with that. I mean, whoever is watching this, they're used to me being okay with spending a lot of time on something. Not rushing anything. But yeah, now just, as I said, today progress is gonna be mostly just clearing quests in this area. Or some other areas, depending where the quests lead us. But yeah, when did you finish, Bobo? Oh, I didn't notice that. I hope some of you can hear me. Oh, that's me. From the course, you purchase refer. Are you not? Who knows? Okay, you are. Ended at 6 a.m. Okay. 6 a.m. or so? I'm assuming that's 6 a.m. What's the other one? Ooh. It's not bad, but it's not that good. Let's look. I really need to have like better stat in the beginning. Like, yeah, all the weapons are similar, but the staffs are just boring. At least for me. There is some cool one, but here and there. The still most expensive one. Find Boreglor. An author ways to visit and destroying him. Is the Boreglor the big one that walks like... Oh, it's not. No, well... Is that like two elites? I think we have Dusk Queen is elite, we know that, it's right nearby, but the other one is... Yeah, two elites, okay, so we fight some elites. Oh, I wanted to wave. I have now 15 minutes until they let me go because accident and I work 12 hours. Oh! Wait, you're at the work? Oh, I thought you ended for today. But yeah, because of that shit, I understand. Yeah, that's terrible. Hey, green. Okay, so we know that this thing is flying around this area. It's a big effing bat. It's just going around this area.